1 Kings chapter 11. However, King Solomon's affections extended to many foreign women, including the daughter of Pharaoh, Moabite, Ammonite, Edomite, Sidonian, and Hittite women. Despite the Lord's warning to the children of Israel against such unions, Solomon's heart was entangled by these relationships, leading him to cherish them. His heart strayed after these foreign women, who numbered 700 wives and 300 concubines, ultimately causing his heart to waver. As Solomon grew old, his wives turned his heart toward the worship of other gods. Unlike his father David, his loyalty to the Lord waned. Solomon worshipped Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Sidonians, and Milcom, the abominable god of the Ammonites. He committed wicked deeds in the Lord's sight, failing to wholly follow the Lord like his father David did. Solomon erected altars for Chemosh, the detestable god of Moab, and for Molech, the abhorrent god of the Ammonites. He did the same for all his foreign wives, who offered incense and sacrifices to their gods. The Lord became incensed with Solomon for forsaking him after appearing to him twice and giving him explicit instructions not to follow other gods. Yet Solomon disregarded these commands. The Lord then declared to Solomon, "Since you have done this and not kept my covenant and statutes, I will surely tear the kingdom from you and give it to your servant." However, the Lord refrained from taking away the entire kingdom during Solomon's lifetime, out of respect for his father David. Instead, he would remove it from Solomon's son. Despite this, the Lord wouldn't take away the entire kingdom but would leave one tribe for Solomon's son, David, and Jerusalem's sake. The Lord raised adversaries against Solomon, like Hadad the Edomite. When David attacked Edom, Hadad fled to Egypt as a child. He returned with a group from Midian to Egypt, where he found favor with Pharaoh, who gave him his sister-in-law in marriage. Pharaoh's sister-in-law bore him Genubath, who was raised in Pharaoh's palace alongside the royal children. Upon learning of David's death and Joab's demise, Hadad requested Pharaoh's permission to return to his homeland. Although Pharaoh questioned his intentions, he allowed Hadad to leave. Another adversary was Rezin, son of Eliada, who fled from his lord Hadadezer, the king of Zobah. After establishing himself, Rezin ruled Damascus, becoming a lifelong opponent to Solomon. Rezin's enmity added to the troubles Solomon faced besides those caused by Hadad. Rezin despised Israel and ruled over Syria. Jeroboam, a capable Ephrathite from Zerida, one of Solomon's officials, also stood against the king. Solomon noticed his industriousness and placed him in charge of the house of Joseph. While Jeroboam was leaving Jerusalem, the prophet Ahijah encountered him, tearing his new garment into 12 pieces. Ahijah handed Jeroboam 10 pieces, saying, "The Lord will tear the kingdom from Solomon's hand and give you 10 tribes." This occurred because Israel abandoned the Lord to worship foreign gods, such as Ashtoreth, Chemosh, and Milcom, and failed to walk in his ways like David did. Despite this, the Lord wouldn't remove the entire kingdom from Solomon during his lifetime, recognizing the merit of David, his chosen servant. Instead, the Lord would take the kingdom from Solomon's son and bestow it upon Jeroboam, leaving one tribe for David's sake in Jerusalem. The Lord promised to establish Jeroboam's rule if he followed his commands and walked in his ways, just as David did. In consequence, the Lord afflicted the descendants of David, but not forever. Solomon sought to kill Jeroboam, who fled to Egypt and sought refuge with King Shishak until Solomon's death. For more details of Solomon's life, wisdom, and deeds, refer to the book of the Acts of Solomon. Solomon reigned over all Israel in Jerusalem for 40 years before he passed away and was laid to rest in the city of David. His son Rehoboam succeeded him as king.